What's up, fight fans? This is Kurt DeVille with Counterpunch Boxing News, and I have some new news concerning Dillian, the body snatcher Whyte. Dillian Whyte savagely rips into Tyson Fury after the video emerges of Billy Joe Saunder's dad getting shoved by security at the Canelo fight. Dillian Whyte has ripped into Tyson Fury over the video, which showed the reaction to a post-fight brawl after Canelo Alvarez beat Billy Joe Saunders on Saturday. Of course, we know Billy Joe Saunders, due to an injury, couldn't come out for the 9th round. However, when the fight was waved off, Billy Joe Saunders' father, Tom Saunders, attempted to get to the ring to see his son. However, as he jumped over the barrier from the position at ringside, he was violently shoved to the ground by a member of the event security, a moment caught on video. As a result, a minor brawl broke out, with other members of Saunders' team getting involved. Fury was sat in this section and tried to intervene verbally and calm things down, but sensibly refrained from jumping into the scrap. The response did not satisfy heavyweight rival Dillian Whyte, and this is what he had to say. He said, "I don't care what no one says. Tyson Fury is a coward pussy." Wow. How can you see Billy Joe Saunders' dad get manhandled like that and you do nothing, or you don't do anything, right? You are a bitch, only talk shit all the time, fighting man. Those are the words of Dillian, the body snatcher Whyte. So, that's what Dillian Whyte's beef is with Tyson Fury, and it's two ways to look at it. We kind of covered this in my live yesterday, but I want to go through this properly, okay? I feel what Dillian Whyte's saying, because you hear this talk about camaraderie, about knowing him since you was 13, 14, 15 years of age. You guys grew up together. You guys are from the same flock of people. The term fighting man, that means you're ready to throw down whenever need be. You fight for fun. You fight for honor. You fight to protect yourself. You fight for multiple reasons. That's a fighting man, right? Gypsy traveler. Traveling gypsies, right? And you look at the support, or you look at the desire for support. When you see a guy and his father, and you look at that guy like your brother, and you see him shoved to the ground by some stranger, some employee that worked there, regardless of if he was security or not. Let's take that out of it. He worked there, so he is responsible for conducting himself in a certain manner because he's on the payroll at that particular venue. Okay, that's a part of the team that he shoved. Think about it. He shoved a part of the camaraderie, a part of the entourage, a part of the team. Official or unofficial, it doesn't matter. He's the father of the fighter. And if that security guard didn't see that, he should have saw that. And that was wrong. But how does that tie into Tyson Fury? Tyson Fury, being who he was instinctively, had the reputation for the stuff that he taught. Supposed to jumped over that damn rail and got with that dude. That's what that shoved his father, because if you're shoving my brother's father, that's like shoving my father. And then here's the thing, though, and it was a good question that brought up during the live, and it's a good point. What would Tyson Fury do if that was his father that was shoved like that? You know, I think John Fury would probably be fighting because he's a lot smaller than Billy Joe's father, but still, if the roles were reversed, would Tyson Fury be still sitting there trying to, no, guys, no, stop, fine, you know? I don't think he would be doing that. Now, for that reason, I see what Dillian Whyte's talking about, because if that was anybody else that's supposed to have that type of reputation of being a fighting man, that's what he should have done. Now, you go over on the other side, you're like, okay, Tyson Fury is in negotiations for fighting having one of the biggest fights in heavyweight history and British history, right? This is the biggest fight that could happen in the sport. Why jeopardize it going after a guy, right? Going after a guy that shoved someone, and regardless of what it was wrong. There was other people intervened, but there were other parts of security. It was more than just 4 or 5 guys jumping on one. No, it was basically the security team against Saunder'S Corner's team in Entourage. Okay, and if he was supposed to be a part of it, he didn't want to get too involved. So he really I think he made a cognitive decision to like, look, I'm about to sign one of the biggest contracts in boxing history. And, and fight for, a huge, massive amount of money. I don't have time to get sued, him being a boxer and all, because people will do that. So I do get that, so I think Tyson Fury thought about some stuff before he decided. But, you really didn't see him make that decision. I think either he made that decision right then and said, you know what, I'm not going to do it. I'm not going to jump in it. I'm not going to get with it right now because I have things to do and other things to accomplish. But I do feel both sides. Tyson Fury didn't want any problems with himself if he drug himself in, because what if he got injured? What if a bottle or something, he started punching one of the guys and someone threw a bottle, some weird crap, then he'd be injured, and then, he would have to heal from a stuff like that. Other injuries can occur when you do get into outside street brawls, okay? That was basically a street fight. It just happened to be outside the boxing forum, right? So I do understand that, but I understand Dillian Whyte too. So I understand both sides of that equation, but it did raise some eyebrows to see someone that you're supposed to be close to, though, honestly, get shoved like that and you do nothing. You know what I mean? Like the way he was behind that rail like that and other people did that, then you can see like, whoa, well, wait a minute. Why is Tyson sitting back? What makes Tyson so special? Or what, what is the thing that keeps him away from that? Okay. What is Tyson Fury? What makes him so special, right? That he can't intervene into that. Now, you heard him talking. You heard him, no. But, when somebody gets physical with somebody close to you, then therefore you get physical. That's the word. What exempts him from being, outside this equation. Because when shit happens, shit happens. And that's what Dillian Whyte's saying. Dillian Whyte's saying, you know what, look, I don't give a shit who you are. I don't care if I'm a boxer. I don't care if this happens. Somebody, that was my team, that happened. Oh, yeah, it's going down. And we've seen it happen because those type of things happen in the ring, needless to say. Riots and stuff break out. He had one with Anthony Joshua. So you think Dillian Whyte really gives a shit? No. So I 100%, this is what I believe. This is how I will counterpunch this. I 100% believe that Dillian Whyte, regardless of who he was going to fight and what fight he was going to sign on the dotted line, it would have been a different result. He would have definitely jumped that damn fence and start getting with somebody and giving them some fist cities and no pities. Bars. But anyway, you guys tell me what you think of Dillian Whyte blasting Tyson Fury. Of course, please subscribe. And you guys been Counterpunch. Peace.